what was going on?
Yeah, I think ever since the end of the Rutgers game, Talius, it's obviously been a possibility for him. I think he's obviously talked over it with his family a good amount. We respect his decision. Obviously, I didn't find out too much earlier than you guys did in terms of the fact that he would be opting out. But I think he's got to make the best decision for him, and we all respect it. And for me personally, I'm just excited for the opportunity.
And this is something that's not new to you, though. You've seen plenty of action this year, maybe a little different in this scenario. So what's going through your mind now, knowing that you are getting more of an opportunity here?
I think all year I've just tried to prepare the right way. I think that was, what I learned a lot my first year, having to go into some of those games, just to prepare the right way. And then obviously, if my opportunity comes and my name's called to take advantage of it, obviously this is a little bit different than, the opportunities I've had here in the past 2 years. I'll have 2 weeks to prepare more than, a couple seconds in some of those games, but just to try to prepare the right way. And then obviously, if you prepare the right way, I can go in there with a lot more confidence and just, have fun and play.
Does the offense change at all or not? Or is it pretty much basically the same?
I feel it's basically the same. I'm sure, like I said, how I've been used this year, I'm a bigger bodied guy, so I'm sure they'll try to run me a little bit more. But, I like to think the scheme overall doesn't change too much, and we'll be able to pretty much run everything we've had all year.
What have you learned from Tilly in terms of leadership and how to kind of command the huddle and that kind of thing?
Just the way being Talia's close friend, you see kind of how the ins and outs of what it takes to be a Division I Power 5 quarterback, and there's good, bad, ugly, everything comes with it, on the field, off the field. So just learning how he's carried himself, and obviously he's a very, very good thrower of the football, and that's something that I obviously am trying to continue to better and improve my game on, and just taking away any little things I've been able to learn from him. Obviously he's won a lot of games. He's learned from a lot of his mistakes, and just learning from everything that he's done in his career to be able to take it to use it to my advantage is something that I'm very grateful for. And Talia was a great teammate, but he was an even better person off the field. That was my roommate every game this year. So we obviously had a lot of deep talks, a lot of good conversations, and we got a bond that'll last a lot longer than we've been teammates for.
Who got to choose the music in the hotel room?
He let me do it actually. I would try to. He would come in there. He'd be like, "Play me a song," and I would set the vibe for the night and see. I think I was probably like 11 for 12. Hitting the right genre of music for the night. But yeah, we bonded a lot in those those away trips and those hotel trips. So it was, I'm very grateful for the friendship that I have with him.
Will you change it to some country now that where you're going?
Oh, 1,000%.
Are you a country guy?
Yeah, I'll have my cowboy hat ready. I'll be ready.
You and Talia, that could have been very competitive, words are escaping me right now. Antagonistic, thank you. But obviously it wasn't. You guys were close friends. How important was that, and what for both you guys to kind of put egos aside and have that relationship?
Yeah, definitely in college football nowadays, that's I think something that's probably not as real as you may think. But I think I give him a lot of credit for when I came in. He kind of took me under his wing. I remember it was probably my third or fourth fall camp practice last year, my first year here, and I was having a rough day, and he kind of put his arm around me. He was like, "You're good, man. Like, you just gotta, days like this happen." And I think definitely ever since then, we've roomed together. We've had a lot of meetings together. We've bonded a lot. We've definitely pushed each other. I've tried to make him better. He's tried to make me better, and giving each other advice and tools. And that was kind of the role I took on, as being the backup behind him, is kind of helping him out during games, telling what I see, but also knowing that, when you're the quarterback on the sideline in a game, you've got a lot of voices, you've got a lot of people saying things to you. So I just tried to do my part and kind of make his job as easy as it could be, which isn't an easy job at all on Saturdays, but just to try to help him out. And, it turned into something that I think both of us were not expecting, but it's something that, like I said, I'm very grateful for, and it'll last me a lot longer than, his time or my time here.
About their offense.
About
about their defense.
About Auburn's defense.
Yeah.
We're in day 2 of prepping for them. Obviously, I've been watching tape probably the past week on them. They run a lot of stuff. Obviously an SEC caliber defense. They got a lot of good players. They have people opting out, but everyone does in bowl games. They got some really big pieces coming back. So we're trying to dive in and just get a beat on them. And kind of figure out what part of our scheme will go up well against them. But they're a very solid team, very good defense, very good up front. Got two really good safeties in the back end. They got a really good linebacker that just announced he's coming back for this game and another year, number 9. That I played in high school, I know him well. So we're excited for the opportunity. They're a very good team, very good defense, and we're just excited to go out there and see what we can do.
How much